Hello, and welcome back to God of Weapons. I am Areima, and today we are going to be doing a Priestess run using this cross weapon. And Priestess scales off of recovery. She has a unique item that makes items that are touching the unique item scale off of recovery. So we're going to go for a very, very high recovery run, and I suspect that this run will be pretty easy to get off the ground, but we do still need to do well and, get all the right items and stuff like that. But it's not going to be as challenging as some of our more recent runs, and I'm kind of in for that right now. I've been having a long week, and I could really use a run that just kind of goes well. So we're going to try and immediately get another one of these crosses, or two. Wow, we got a lot of money even at the start here. And we're going to be trying to get some recovery as well. And we might not luck out on the cross. It does not seem to want to give us one. We won't be able to afford it anymore even if we did get one at this point. So we'll go ahead and save the rest of our money and move on. Fortunately, I think we're going to be strong enough to get through the first 2 or 3 waves, even here on Cataclysm or Calamity 5. Priestess does kind of start fairly strong as far as a lot of the classes go. They also have some buffs that let them scale with recovery as well. We'll check those out in our next shop because I forgot the exact wording on them and I don't want to list how they're worded wrong. But one of the things that I'd like to get done, which I don't know if we're going to manage to pull off, is in order to unlock one of the last Priestess things, we have to get through a certain number of floors without taking damage. And I'd very much like to be able to do that, if possible. Oh, what's that? Saw blade launcher. Oh, that's one of the new weapons I picked up just recently here. If we wanted to, we could... Oh, adjacent weapons gave the bless tag. Damage is based on recovery. Oh, interesting. So it gives bless, but like this weapon already has blessed on it. I didn't know that. Because that must have been a patch, because up until recently, it said that it gave them the holy tag, and then it says that holy weapons create bursts of damage on hit, right? Damage based on recovery. Man, they do not want to give me another one of these crosses. It's not a rare weapon. I am doing a lot less damage now, so despite what it says, I think that blessed weapons don't automatically do... I actually think that the wording... Yeah, look at that. The damage is like way lower, so I think the wording was actually correct how it was before, that it turned weapons into holy weapons. Because now that I separated it out, I lost like 5 or 6 damage. I lost most of my vitality damage per hit. So the weapon says that it's blessed. Yeah, it's a little... The way it's worded now is actually a little confusing, because I think it actually made my weapon worse. See, now I do 13 damage instead of 8. But how it reads now seems to indicate that all the wing gives is the blessed tag, and then it seems to indicate what blessed is doing with how it's worded. Before, it said, okay, well, it gives you the holy tag, and here's what the holy tag does. And that was good. And I think that's what it still does, is that it gives you a special ability where your weapons scale with vitality, but it's just worded badly now. Now, mind you, this game is translated, so there might be some, as per usual with translated game, there might just be some small errors here and there. But I do think, though, that it should probably just be put back to what it was before, because the way it was worded before was honestly... We're going to grab this for now. Was honestly perfectly fine. Oh, it's 4 long. I did not realize. Well, the only reason we're grabbing the base, we'll probably sell it. I kind of want to go pure on a weapon here. And grab only the crosses. But the reason we're grabbing the base is because it is Calamity 5, and we can't really go too long with only just one weapon. Yeah, the damage difference with having the recovery boost and not is honestly pretty huge. Kind of made me instantaneously lose whenever I stopped taking advantage of the wing. Goes to show that it's not necessarily the priestess herself that is so strong, but it is in part this angel wing. It's a very strong unique. And they're going to continue to not offer us more crosses. Well then. In lieu of getting enough crosses to make an entire cross run, we might just aim for weapons that have the blessed tag on them. Those weapons will get us the set bonus for recovery. But theoretically, you could also get blessed weapons through the angel wing tag now? I don't know. The way they have it is a little confusing. I'm not sure if... Because it says holy weapons create bursts of damage on hit. Now that the holy tag doesn't exist anymore, it's a little bit more confusing on what the holy tag might affect. I could do some experimentation and see if it works where, like, this will make every weapon do bursts of damage on hits based on recovery, or if it's only weapons that were previously blessed, or does everything give the blessed tag and then blessed weapons do burst of holy damage? Because maybe that's what would be the wording to fix that, is get rid of the second holy there, the one, because it used to say adjacent weapons grant the holy tag, so that's why that first holy is even there in the first place. We'll go ahead and grab another mace just because we need the weapons right now. And I've been doing a lot with shields lately, so I'm trying to kind of avoid them. But I would like some attack speed. And there's some more recovery items. We have 27 recovery already, so we're going to be regenerating a lot of HP, and our Holy Cross thingy does about 31 damage now. So, going pretty well there. I wonder if there's a possibility if I could do this run in kind of a challenge way of only focusing on recovery as our major stat. Eventually we would get enough damage that I think we would be able to kind of just brute force our way through a lot of things and then recover any HP we lose. Oh, there we go. Very, very happy to see another cross. So we're going to move this up here. Turn this around. And... what's the best way to do this? Probably not the way I've done it, to be honest. Yeah, not the way I've done it. That would be the best way to do this. I don't know if there's a way for me to get all of these in here. Oh, here we go. Well, I can get 3 of them touching. Ideally, I want these touching, though. And then the maces can just try to be extra. Hopefully, now that we have more of these crosses... Ah, there was one right there, and I just passed it by. That was painful. That's painful. I deeply apologize for that one. Deeply apologize. We do 34 damage per shot on these crosses now. We will probably get rid of the maces relatively soon then, so that we have room to add more recovery. Don't really need the poison vial for this run. That is losing HP for crits. We do kind of want this, though. I am fine with 2 elites. Because that will give me space to make my loadout here a little bit better. Well, a blue mace is at least something, right? I don't really want the maces, though. Game is really trying to make me do a mace run right now. It looks like my Holy Crosses do 49 damage, question mark? They are doing differing amounts of damage every once in a while, so I'm not really sure why that's happening. Should be the same damage every time. I don't think this game does damage ranges. There's one of the elites right there. I thought there were supposed to be 2. Maybe I'm remembering the wrong item. Nope, there are 2 elites right there. I just missed them. Because of the targeting of the holy missiles, the holy things here, there is a world where we want melee weapons to keep things off of us. We'll sell, just for the sake of, like, the fact that we're in Calamity 5. We'll sell that and upgrade it. And then we are going to get another cross. Let's see. That's an ideal spot for it, but my organization here is not ideal. What if I put it here? Then I can put that there. That's really not, like... That's not ideal. Okay, I'm going to take the EXP scroll just because I think I really need... Okay, so how many slots do we have? We have enough slots. So there is actually a way to do this. So that everything touches. Okay, we're going to edit this bit. I'll be right back in a second once this is all correct. I'm back just for a moment to tell you that I have somehow made it worse. Okay, we have consolidated as best as we can, but I don't think there's a way for me to get this last one in that slot. So we're going to roll a few times and then unfortunately sell it. But we do have 3 Holy Crosses now that are all touching the wing. So we're doing pretty damn good for damage, to be honest. How did we dodge? Do we actually have some dodge chance? We have a 6% dodge chance. It's kind of funny. Oh, that's right, because the little herb cluster also gives dodge chance. I was mostly just taking it because of the amount of recovery it gives. So I kind of forgot that it gave dodge chance. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So if we want more things touching, we're going to need space down here. That's not exactly the type and shape of space that we need, but it's a start. Our luck is going into the deep, deep negative, and we're going to grab some movement speed because movement speed is going to become a... Ah, there was another cross there. Why am I so bad at this game today? It's so simple. Just don't pass up the items you need. Oh, I've missed out on 2 crosses. If I lose now, it's 100% my fault, and I deserve it. I apologize. Let's go with the excuse that I'm playing hungry, because I am hungry right now. I'm kind of recording this a little late. So maybe that's what's causing it. not fully focused. Fortunately, the Priestess is very strong. And it doesn't super seem like she needs all of these items. The more crosses would be good, though. We would be getting a lot more experience. There's a cross right there. We are not going to pass it up. Okay, so this cross is 3. So we need this slot. So 1, 2, 3. And then we need this slot. Cool. So that already will be able to touch... No, those are really useful slots. That already will be able to touch the thing there. There we go. I need some, like, oneers to fill in some of these slots here so that we can get more stuff going. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to put that back in, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it for now. Is there anything that is 1? Are these magic damage? These are magic damage. Good to know. Range doesn't actually benefit me right now, despite that lantern being a very powerful item. The other thing about it is that, like, I would take the range and the increased monsters, especially with how good we're doing, but it was a 2 slot and I would have had to have gotten rid of some recovery. I think generally speaking, the lantern is kind of like, if you're doing well, there is no negative to it. You're just going to get more money and everything. But if you're on the edge of doing well, the extra range is likely not going to save you in a lot of cases unless you're using a very short weapon, or potentially even like just melee weapons in general are more benefited by that. Most of the ranged weapons in this game, like as you're seeing, like it's hitting creatures that are at the corners of the screen. I don't have any issue with range, but the extra enemies, that's actually pretty big. Okay, so the net space we're going to want spaces is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So we want a space right there now. Yeah. So then if we get another cross, we can fit it right there. Now we kind of just want space that we can put stuff in. Take your time. Don't roll that fast. Crit chance and move speed is fine. Mostly for the move speed. This is enemy speed. It's a little dangerous with our build as it is right now. I am terrible at this game. No one saw that. There we go. That's the first cross we've come across in this shop. And if you say otherwise, it'll hurt me. Oh man, I can't believe I keep doing that. I really need to be paying attention. Ooh, hey, that is awesome. Can I afford it? No, I can't. Okay, we'll grab it next time. But this is probably... Okay, it's not quite critical mass, because this cross is touching it twice. There may be a way to get some more slots and make it so that this one over here is only touching once, but I don't know if that's even going to be possible. No, I think this is actually critical mass of crosses for the time being. We would need a lot more slots. I can see another way that we could organize this to get more of them touching, but we would need a lot more slots to do it. And we'd have to, like, really heavily redo our inventory, which might be hard to do at this phase of the game. Floor 10 seems to be of not much challenge, although we don't have the damage, I don't think, to kill that elite with the amount of enemies and with the amount of, like, randomness that our damage has in the first place. Ooh. Oh, boy. That one little projectile did 23 damage to me. Didn't really see that coming. Fortunately, we lost the one free revive that the Priestess starts with, and we have been taught hubris. That is what we have been taught today. That I thought our run was going so well that I didn't need to worry about things, and that is not the case. Trying to just kind of fill in some spots where slots would be useful. Upgrade one of our crosses. More recovery. Melee power is not going to help us that much. Can we fit this cross in somehow? I'm not terribly sure it's possible without losing things that are very important to us. Like, we could take it, but it wouldn't be without losing that stuff. We can do, though, is we can take this. Oh, look at that. There is actually a space there. Or we can do that. And then this is 5 long, right? 4 long. Hey, we can put it back. I think these are just more recovery, right? Yeah, but that's more vitality. It might be time to start taking some magic power as well. Oh, but look at how fast we recover HP. Wow. That is beautiful. That is truly beautiful. The magic missiles are just going wild. A tide of holy energy to destroy our foes. That guy hits for 25. Ow. Whenever we see him about to leap, we should just get out of the way. He is a danger to everything we represent. Of course. That means he must be purified by our holy weapons. Some more HP could be done. That could be a thing that happens. We're going to take our time and roll slowly. Although we don't really need more crosses. But there are some stuff that we would like. Mainly some of the larger recovery items. That only grabs a damage, attack speed, or move speed. So despite the fact that that's quite good, we're not going to take it. That is something we're going to take, though. And I'm kind of in the boat lately of grabbing more of these, or of upgrading these first before upgrading everything. Kind of like focusing on one item to upgrade, that kind of thing. I was not able to word that correctly. I apologize. My brain this morning is just... it's not fully here. Since we have some open wonders, we're going to go ahead and grab extra resources. Gives us some more rolls in the future. That one beam of light hit crit for 111. That is a fantastic amount of damage. There is a world where we would do this plus crit chance and just obliterate everything on sight. But I still want to see what it looks like whenever we have just an absolute crazy amount of recovery. We're already at 106 recovery now. Enough that recovery has actually officially become a form of defense for us. When we take damage, we start recovering HP at alarming rates. We're not Wolverine yet. We're not able to regenerate through horrific wounds. But we might be able to get there. That and the fact that the crosses also boost the amount of recovery given by adjacent recovery items makes this build very potent. Is this attack speed? No. I kind of want some attack speed if possible, but move speed is also good. I also just need, like... I would like some... Ooh, here we go. I was about to say, I'd like some recovery without the penalties. Is there a place where I can get that touching across? I don't think so, but we could at least switch these two out so that this is more effective. It doesn't really matter. That didn't actually affect things. That didn't change anything. If we find another, like, crystal flower, we'll probably start replacing our life stones with the crystal flower. Okay. I really want to take this. I'm just saying this out loud. I really want to take this. This is an amazing item. But the idea of, like, every possible slot that can be filled with a recovery item gets a recovery item is still very enticing to me. Our laser beams are doing 65 apiece, critting for about 123 now. We're just going to stand here, and as soon as we start actually needing it, we'll take the invulnerability. It's simply one dodge away, a wrinkle away. There's another invulnerability, so we'll go ahead and take this one. We can't quite stand still, but we're very close to being able to have standstill power on Calamity 5, which is, I will tell you, a rare thing. I've only accomplished that a couple times now. Maybe a better man could accomplish it on a regular basis, but not only am I not a better man, I am also here to entertain. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take this now. It doesn't give us recovery, no, but it does give us more enemies to kill. Yes, there were crosses there, but we're not taking crosses anymore. We don't really need them. We need items that buff our build now. Again, we're basically just looking for recovery. We're sitting at 120 recovery. A respectable amount, but I'd kind of like to see that getting up to like 200. We're floor 14, so I don't know if it's going to happen. It's not going to stop me from trying, though. Other than the one foobar early on where I took the wing off to see kind of what it did now that it's been changed, this is a very easy run. Well, honestly, we probably would have done this well in the first run, too, if it weren't for the fact that with how the wing was worded, I thought that we didn't need it. And I thought that, you know, blessed weapons had been changed to all scale of recovery. Which is, again, just an interpretation of the wording. Doing wording for rules is very hard. What killed me? I'm not sure. Well. Remember what I said about hubris. This has been God of Weapons. I hope you have a good day.